Hi, I'm Kai, and these are the 4 steps to surviving in Japan in the medieval times. Step 1. The more folds in your fan, the higher your rank. When you have a fan with more folds, you will have a higher rank. People in the 2nd and 3rd ranks usually have about 25 folds. People in the 4th and 5th rank usually have about fans with 23 folds, and people in the lower ranks have fans with about 12 folds. Step 2. For fashion in the medieval times, you have to look a certain way to look good. Men would have small pointed beards, and women would have hair longer than she was tall. The Japanese found white teeth unattractive at this time, so both women and men would blacken their teeth using a dye. How you smelled was important too. Both men and women would wear perfumes, and perfume competitions were common. Makeup during this time was important to women. They would use white powder on their faces to look pale. They would pluck their eyebrows and draw them in the right place. They would also draw on a small red mouth and add light red touches to their cheeks. Clothing mattered too. Women would wear as much as 12 silk robes at one time, and the more robes, the higher your rank. Sometimes they would hold out their wrists so everyone could see how many robes they were wearing. Step 3. If you're a man, you're supposed to enjoy watching archery contests, sumo wrestling, and horse races. Many young men participated in sumo wrestling, where they would throw the other person out of the circle. People also played a game called Kamari, and they would kick a leather ball and keep it in the air for as long as they could. If you can't think up a couple nice lines of poetry for an occasion unprepared, others saw failure in you. Men and women would write poems to be nice to one another, and if you were mailed a poem, you were expected to write one back. That was like the poem you got. There were 2 types of writing poetry. The first is katakana, and used more formally. The second way was hiragana, which was written with characters that were easier to read and write. The type of writing was mostly seen as women's writing, but eventually hiragana became as popular as katakana. Well, see you next time on 4 Steps to Surviving in Medieval Japan.